Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. I'm going to do an account review after, 2 weeks of playing this game. Currently free to play. I live stream almost everything. I only have Saturdays off, so you guys get to see every other part of my account, how much I do, what I do, how I clear it. So if you guys ever want to check that out, there's a link down below. It's twitch.tv/SmellyOctopus. I got an amazing community. Chat helps with co-op events. Though if you're really low, like we're carrying people that are 10k power level and bringing them into very hard 2 co-ops, the maximum event co-op, Discord community. If you guys have any other questions, is also there. But I want to go over my account. I want to show you guys, after playing this long, what I've learned, what's more valuable than something else. And really, in the end result, guys, just have fun. It's a game. Honestly, everyone's builds have been working. I know I'm going to be releasing character build videos, but realistically and honestly, just build who you want. Yeah, there's a meta, but there's a meta in every game. Does it mean you have to follow it? No. Does someone say this is the best weapon? Do you have to do that? No. Does it help? Yeah, but have fun. You know, enjoy the game. Let's go over my account. Let's talk about all the things that I've accomplished, things I still have to look forward to, things I want to change, and just things that I really like about the game, and a couple of tips and tricks here and there to really get you through, especially if you're just starting off now. I've got a lot of tips that will save you stamina, save you time, and not worry. Like, what happens when you get this strong? I got all those questions and all the answers for them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, so my account. What's happening? Where am I at? What have I been doing? What have I accomplished? Especially as a free-to-play player in this game, because a lot of questions I get, is it friendly? Is it free-to-play? If I join now, am I going to be left behind? And my answer to that is just, again, you're fine. Have fun. Don't worry about like fear of missing out. Don't worry about things you don't know what's going on. If you enjoy the game, just play the game. So for the most part, I've completed all the story. Everything's cleared out. The last one, which is the first soldier, there's a couple of quests where I just switched to free party and I didn't use the first soldier characters and I cleared it just to get the quests unlocked, like summons and stuff like that. So this so far has been really easy. I haven't tackled the hard missions yet because it's only for a title, so I didn't really see a need to. When it comes to solo content, I've cleared absolutely everything at least once, especially in enhancement quests. Summoning, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Battle Tower has been really easy, actually. After floor 30, it's just like, okay, we can do this. And I have a video on floor 30 where I tackled this at 88,000 power level or somewhere in the 80s, and it's worth 122. And now I'm at 120, and I was a lot weaker, and I cleared this 156, or sorry, not the 156, the 151, right? Your power level doesn't really determine if a quest you can complete or not. And that's what I mean. The game is actually not that bad as long as you know what you're doing. So, yeah. Battle Tower has been pretty straightforward, and oh no, I did clear number 42. Yeah, we're on number 43 now, which is 162, and all I gotta do is put it in manual. This is not that bad of a quest. You do need to bring down an attack down because this guy buffs like crazy, and you definitely gotta take care of yourself with some barriers, but it's possible. I think I'll have this cleared by the end of the week, or even sooner than that if I actually put some time into it. So, as a free-to-play player, going through Battle Tower, it's been interesting. It's more than just auto battle. You actually have to strategize, but pretty deep into that. Crisis Dungeon, which is another hard piece of content. S plus everything, except for the last one. And I guess I wasn't paying attention, but I did this well before I was 120. I was like closer to 100k, and I jumped into the sea cave. S plus was almost there. I think you need 360. I got 318. And just because I think I screwed up on using too many items, because the less items you use, the more score you get. But I am going to attempt this week on my live stream if you guys want to go check it out. Because I do have Cloud with my Thunderstrike, which should do really good in this mission. So I don't think I'm going to have a problem at 148. At least that's me just going like, hey, I'm pretty good this game. And eventually I'm going to get smacked by a wall or something. But so far, so good. Story quests, I've completed them. Cute stories, little addition if you guys didn't know. Nothing too crazy in there. The dungeons over here, these were really straightforward. I beat them when they pretty much unlocked it for me. A couple of days in for that. That wasn't hard at all. Summons is the true end game when it comes to what you're going to be doing afterwards, after you're done everything. You're going to be using all your stamina pots on summons, because everything else enhancements, character levels, they all stop eventually. So does summons, but they are the harder content, especially when you're trying to beat the very hard modes. But I've realized as I play the game, I get every resource that we need just from doing co-ops. Like, if you want an example of like, oh, what should I farm? What should I stock up on? These up here never farmed. They come from co-op, just from playing co-ops. So like, I have hundreds of these. I've leveled up many weapons to level 50. I've got a lot of weapons above 60, 70, 80. These are not a priority. So don't go in there and farm this over and over. Just keep progressing, keep leveling up, and you will get these all naturally. The bottleneck are the purple ones. And I've come to realize that once you get your 6 weapons on your character, you kind of just go to enhancement quests. Once you unlock premium, just farm it there, right? Don't rush it. Don't try to make everything 80 right now. I'm almost at I am 120, and I don't have multiple level 80s. I'll show you my party afterwards, after I go through the quest, but I don't have multiple level 80 weapons, and I'm like, why rush it? Why waste all the stamina when eventually I'm gonna have to farm summons? Because you're gonna need a lot of stamina for summons. But realistically, just grabbing 6 of these a day, you'll eventually get 30 of them, level up another weapon, come back, farm again. Instead of trying to go for the RNG, Cactar run of going for the normal enhancement, because that thing just doesn't drop. So once you're at a comfortable place, you kind of switch to just doing the premium quests and save all your stam pots for events and summons, because that is the true grind in the end besides materia. Summon quests, I currently tried Ifrit last night and it went pretty smooth. Yeah, the Ifrit fight's not that hard. It is hard, but it's not that hard. So you can see Trial of Ifrit, very hard one. I got the full clear right over here, and then I'm going to try it again down here for the other weapon, and just go for the full clears. So I full cleared everything, did this one last night, got the full clear, and now I'm going to jump into this one, and then I'm going to go in for Shiva. I haven't attempted the 133s, and then there's 185, but I don't think I'm going to have too much of an issue because I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing this, but I'm also not afraid to jump in and be like, oh, I'm only 100k, let's go 150, you know? So the quests have been pretty straightforward. As long as you implement a lot of strategy and build your characters properly, you're good to go from there. So talking about summons really quickly, something I wish I knew and someone told me is that under summons and the crisis dungeons, they work hand in hand. And what I mean is that as you're going to play the game and do the crisis dungeons, don't do it until you unlock summons, because right here, there's missions to unlock them and their new abilities, or just unlock them themselves, that require you playing the crisis dungeon. So I can't show you for the initial. Oh no, I can. Clear the trial summons, right? You have all that here, but it says here, clear crisis dungeon, sea cave on normal with an S+ in order to unlock Ramu. And then it asks you to do S+ on the hard mode to unlock this one. And I've already completed all the summons before I knew. So I already did the crisis dungeon. Now I gotta rerun those crisis dungeons just to unlock them again. Here we go. Shiva, unlock normal with S+ to unlock the new ability. Hard mode S+. So if you're new, get through story as soon as possible, unlock summons, come here, choose your favorite one, and then go for the dungeon you can complete. For the rest of the content, like events out here, I pretty much beat the entire thing for both of these. Got the score for the title on the yellow watermelon, and I got the title for the green watermelon. So those were challenging, but definitely did them under my recommended level, and had a little bit of issue with this one because it's a big DPS race. But very proud as a free-to-play player that we ended up completing this, myself, a bunch of people in the community. Co-ops I'm just running over and over and over with you guys. So if you need these weapons or the umbrella weapon, let me know, join the live stream, and I'll help carry you through it, even if you're really low. Especially because the event's going to end eventually, and you're not going to have it here. It ends on the 28th. But again, you're doing the co-op and the event at the exact same time to get weekly medals. And that's pretty much where I've been super efficient with it. I'm getting my weekly co-op medals because it caps at 2,000 a week. And there's good resources in there. And I'm also getting a bunch of farming materials, plus clearing out the shop. All events, I would say, is your priority when it comes, because it's limited. Everything else, it's permanent. Don't rush it. Don't try to get there right away. But anything that's limited, like the crisis dungeon, weekly co-op, the events, do them as soon as you can to get them out of the way. Our crisis dungeon, you would get it at the last minute, because that's when you'll be the most powerful. As for my character, the progress has been pretty smooth. Cloud, Barret, and Aerith were my main party, and they went through every single quest. They don't share experience outside of story with other characters, so other characters aren't getting experience unless you're actually using them. So once I hit 50, I switched to the Chocobos, and I put these guys on Chocobos, and I've been using them to farm Cactars, especially the daily Cactar, to let them do it. Whatever they can solo, I let them solo, and experience has just been gradually increasing. So that's going really good, and then later on, I'll work on these three. But this is the growth stream, and for the most part, like I said, the game gives you everything you need to unlock this. There's multiple pages, and this goes past level 50, so when they unlock 55, 60, so on, it goes a little bit further. I don't know if they're going to go beyond 55 for this, but biggest advice is on characters like Cloud. Don't unlock the magic. Don't unlock both limit breaks, especially because these are going to be replaced by summons. Summons limit breaks are just so powerful that you're not going to really use your character's limit break unless they're utility, debuffing, something like that, or Aerith's heal, right? So try to ignore what your character doesn't need. So big advice is just don't spend stamina on experience. You get experience for everything, and I've never farmed experience. I know a lot of people do advise that, get your character to level 50 right away, but you can already see I'm working on a second team, and they're gradually getting up there as well, riding the Chocobos, and just playing the game. So don't spend stamina on experience because you will fall behind off of that. If you're on a final push and a grind, you know, your account, do what you want, but that's just one of my major advices. Me and a lot of my viewers, a lot of people in the community, just don't touch experience quests that cost stamina because everything you do will give it to you. And I guess the last thing is just to talk about the weapons, right? Big advice was your sub weapons should be all level 50 because farming a weapon to level 50 is very easy. You can see all the resources I have. I can make multiple level 50s and still not put a dent into my account. It's when you get from 60, 70 to 80 is where you really have to be like, this is my best weapon on this character and I'm going to use it forever or as a sub weapon later on. And main DPS is the only one that I recommend getting to level 90, which is Cloud's weapon, because Cloud, I have his costume and he's super powerful off of it. So it was just this is the one that'll be level 90, where I won't do Aeriths, I won't do Barret's unless I had his costume. So them sitting on 80 is more than enough right now. And you can see I have a bunch of 50s just so I can put it in my sub slots and then nothing else. I haven't really worked on my characters because I haven't had to fine tune them to beat the content. So this is what my characters look like, the party. And the sub weapons, like I was talking about, are 80 on Cloud, 60, 50, 70, 50, 50. So there is plenty of room to grow on this account. Materials have no percentages on them, and they're really terrible. They're all flat, +2, +3 stats, and these are not 70 or 80 on my sub weapons. So there's a lot of room for this account. That's the account, that's the journey. I'm looking forward to increasing my sub weapons to get my party a little bit stronger, and then start working on summon farming and materia grind to go to that next level. Because after this, there's not much. This is pretty much the end game. I'm not struggling. Is hard content, but it's permanent, so there's no reason to rush my account just to beat that hard content, and that's stuff that's in the summon quest, and I would say the battle tower. The crisis dungeon, the last one, we have 25 days. If I did this in about 2 weeks, imagine another 25 days. I think we'll be okay. So that is the journey that I went through so far. Very straightforward game, having a lot of fun with it. I've been enjoying it, and I've especially been enjoying hanging out with the community. Everything's been fantastic. Everyone's so kind, everyone's always helping. We've got people who are main characters, aka whales in our streams, that help carry everyone. So I've been having nothing but fun with this game. I'm really glad how the progress is. They've currently been giving us a lot of resources, a lot of events, celebration for trailers. It's been really good. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope your polls are going great. I hope your accounts are running smoothly. If you have any questions, Discord, link down below. Live streams, Twitch streams are live every day except for Saturday. There's a link down below for that as well. So if you guys ever want to join me, you're more than welcome. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell y'all later.